Western Kenya leaders now want the remaining phase of the BBI process fast-tracked and a referendum held as soon as possible and pave way for the next year's presidential succession arithmetic. ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi and Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa lauded the National Assembly for overwhelmingly endorsing the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2020. And as Stephen Leto reports, the leaders claim the game of numbers in the National Assembly portends a triumph for the BBI Bill in a referendum.
Proponents of the BBI-driven constitutional amendments are salivating over a referendum after flexing their numerical muscle in the National Assembly Thursday night. While addressing Catholic faithfuls during the dedication and opening of Christ the King Catholic Cathedral in Bungoma Diocese, Western Kenya leaders called for fast-tracking of the BBI process to allow Kenyans determine the BBI Bill's fate in a referendum.
Pia tujue ya kwamba next week bunge la Senate likiwa na kikao chake, tuwaombee maseneta wetu. Tuombee seneta wetu Wetangula na wenzake.
The National Assembly leadership had yesterday hinted at a July or August referendum, but the Senate has to vote on the bill and the Speaker transmit the Senator's verdict to President Uhuru Kenyatta for onward transmission to the electoral body IEBC.
Hiyo haiwezi kamilika bila kurudi kwa wananchi, sababu ninyi wananchi ndio wenye nchi hii. Kupitia ile referendum, ninyi ndio mtaidhinisha yale marekebisho ambayo yamefanywa, na tutakuja kwenu tuombe viongozi wote baada ya Senate next week turudi mashinani.
Tunaomba tupitishe hiyo marekebisho ili turudishe amani kwa nchi yetu, ili tuwe na haki katika uwakilishi.
I think as residents of Bungoma, I as the governor of Bungoma, I will be at the forefront pushing for BBI in the county of Bungoma.
The BBI rush ostensibly to provide a platform for unveiling political teams that will square it out in next year's State House succession. ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi held a series of closed-door meetings to beef up his numbers. Today, he was at Keses MP Swarab Mishra's home, meeting businessmen and a section of MPs from Uasin Gishu County. The meeting, directing subtle jabs at Deputy President William Ruto, who has been deemed the de facto leader of the no team in the BBI discourse.
In this particular matter, how many MPs voted in the affirmative and how many voted in the no or nays? Clearly the margin was very wide. So that is where that is data in front of you.
DP Ruto allies had yesterday dismissed the Thursday vote, insisting that the Tanga wing is keen on facing its opponents come 2022. Madira lawmaker Rigathi Gachagua telling of the Handshake team that threatened to use the numbers to oust DP William Ruto from office.
That was about the Constitution. If they think they have the numbers, let them not waste time. Let them draw an impeachment motion and bring it to Parliament. And if they can raise 233, so be it. But let them not confuse what happened in Parliament and the political realities on the national scene.
To those who have been sabotaging the work of His Excellency the President, that a time might come that we can invoke those numbers. They have always been telling us that they have the numbers. And you could see the panic that was exhibited in their faces. So they should get used to being in the opposition, because going to 2022, they will be confined to that opposition.
To impeach the Deputy President, at least 233 National Assembly members and must vote in favor of such a motion, and at least 45 out of 67 senators affirm the ouster. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Nairobi.